Happy Tuesday morning, guys. Today is May 12th, 2020. Looking at EAT, it's currently at 22.20, and I'm looking for a short trade on this. Why? All right, I got in here yesterday at 22.45 and just got out just before the drop. I got out at 22.52. So I'm looking at it because it's making a nice pattern. You guys know my pattern here. I'm going to just draw that. Here we go. Okay, so you know this is my pop and drop pattern, right? It pops and it drops. Currently it's on the 50% line, but looky here, VWAP and fib is down, VWAP and fib are down here. So we saw that we could buy a 4-to-1 360 shares using our perpetual $2,000 in equity. So we're going to just go with 350, right? And we're going to short sell. It is shortable, so we are good. So now this stock has popped. This stock, oh my gosh, I've been watching it yesterday, missed it because this stock ran $3 while I was just sitting and watching it. But I'm thinking it's going to come down. It's support, resistance, fib, and VWAP. So this is definitely going to come down to that line there. Let's show you what I do for anybody who is here. So every day from the day before, I look at stocks. In the afternoon, I go on my FinViz and I have criteria set where it's my favorite patterns, and I also have earnings screener. I'm probably going to show you that soon. But what I'm doing here is I usually every morning I go on and I set my Fibonacci line after I've gone through 20 or so shares and put them down to maybe 5 or 3. Then I find the best stocks and I come on here and I put in my Fibonacci retracement lines here on Webull, and I'm using paper because what I'm just doing is just showing you the patterns and how I trade. There's also something else I wanted to show you, but let me just do this first. So we are doing this for a short sell. Again, yes, it is shortable, and we're going to take it all the way down to 21.98. So we're going to buy that back on limit shares at 21.98. All right, just want to get all those in and set so we can move. All right, so if you're joining me for the first time and you have not subscribed, please go ahead, like, subscribe, and share, and let me know what you think. And also ring that notification bell so that you can be alerted whenever I upload a new trade, because sometimes I don't do that every day, but I really want to try and bring you something at least once a day. And if you have the option to trade more than one time, yay. But if you're stuck by the PDT rule, then one trade a day, I'm showing you, can actually keep the job or the 9 to 5 away. I am a little I'm a little distracted. I'm still in a stock. I'm in THMO. I've been in it for a while and I just saw it moving. So never mind me. All right, so we have put in our buyback and we're just waiting for it to drop. So we have 1, our support resistance, 2, our Fibonacci line, 3, VWAP there. So we are just waiting for this thing to just hit it. And also we have our pattern here. All right, while we wait on EAT, I just want to show you something. CSPR. I traded this morning, but I don't think I've ever shown this to you. So the news yesterday in my earnings, when I look at my earnings reports and stocks that are going to be trading or doing their reporting today and tomorrow, I saw this at 790. It was at 790, so about up here. And I wrote, could see $10, but the news said Casper loss narrows less than expected, but revenue rises above forecast, and was making higher lows. But then, while I was waiting for this thing to make its move, and never try to trade within the first 2, 3, up to 5 minutes when the market opens, because things are its most volatile, and all the set trades are coming in, so it's kind of unpredictable. So I watched this thing fall. It hit and hit and hit, but then I noticed these two candlesticks here. So it pushed off the volume down here, showing volume coming in. The green candles did not come back down here. There was a pullback, another green, touching on fib line, consolidated for a while. As soon as it passed fib, I got in, and it shot up, and hit on this support resistance line right here. It's more like a resistance line, and I got out right here. It did pop up a bit further, but yeah. But these are what you need to look for when the stock bounces back, and not to go in right as the bell rings. So I don't really like to talk about trades that I did not show you, but just wanted to bring that one to you because I wanted to show you something that I've never shown you before. Now I'm looking at it because it's giving a nice little pennant right here. It popped up, and I was waiting for a confirmation candle. Confirmation candle was this third candle here. Not something that was promising for a long, because it got shot back down, but it was sitting on the fib line, and it's now consolidating. So I'm still watching this to see if it's actually going to go any higher. This is what it looks like on the daily. So it is, like I said, was making higher highs, higher lows. And I do have it up here. I was saying that it could go to $10, which is this nice consolidation up here. But they're already, there are also stops in between, like right here at 869 and 952. So there are stops along the way that you could look at. Now it is forming somewhat of a W pattern, but I would not go in it until it passes this candle here, which is that middle candle, which is also support resistance. I can just put that in for you. So if it passes here, then yes, I'll be getting in, but for a long. But for right now, I just, decide to just wait it out to see what happens. So this might just continue to move for the rest of the day. All right, EAT is back on the move. Let's see what's happening. The weapon fibs still are there. Support still there. So just waiting for this thing to drop. It's making a longer pattern right here. And now I'm a little worried because if it continues, it should actually pop before it drops. But let's see. It is a strong stock. Yesterday, this thing just, like I said, just blew up while I was just sitting on there on the sidelines. I was just watching it because it had this beautiful W, but I was in something else. Granted, I did come out, and I was making the video for you guys. So this thing just left me on the sidelines, yeah, from $21 all the way to $23. But then I got in afterwards, made a little money, and now I was actually in this drop here, but I knew it was going to come back up because, like I said, I was in it at 22.45 all the way up here, but I wasn't worried because I knew this was a strong stock. It was going to come back up, and then it dropped all the way to 21.20 and then came back up, and I got out at 22.52, and it actually went all the way to 22.62, but I just came out at 22.52 because I think it was right here. Just if you can see these candlesticks right here, it says 22.49, but right along here, 22.52. Let me just put that line there. So I'll show you why I got out at 22.52. Well, it's crudely drawn, but it looked better the time when I was there. Anyway, so it says 22.51, but I had 22.52 and it did got me out. So, and that was, oh Lord, and that was on this bounce. So yeah, I was in it when it just plummeted. All right, here we go with EAT coming down to our 61% fib line and VWAP. But we're going to hold, now VWAP has gone up to 2201. Where do we have it as? 2198. We're just going to hold it at that. And here we go, guys. Finally. So we should be getting out any minute now. 2198. It's now at 2199. Just one more push. Come on, guys. We can do it. We can do it. All right, so we're still waiting. Still waiting. Looks like it just almost got there. 21.99. But it also depends on if we had our lines properly. I think we did. And this one did touch on it. This one is right there. This one is right here. So give it a... We're over $100 anyway. But we've been in this stock for 1.5 hours. But we're still waiting. And I think we did draw our lines properly. We did draw it from the bottom to the top. Our lines are dead on it. So just going to just hang on. It's sitting still below VWAP. But I do not like that VWAP is actually above it now. So, I mean, anywhere here is fine. $100 a day. Keep the 9 to 5 away. All right, I'm thinking we're going to take it at... All right, when it drops again, let's look at what it looks like. Okay, so we're at 22. You know what? Let's just take it at 22 just to be out of this. We've been in this stock for quite a while, so we are just going to modify this to 22 and take it. It's sitting at 22, so we should be out. Saying 22 here. Come on. Get us out. Buying this back at 22, 350 shares. It's at 21.99. There we go. Okay. So we are out an hour and a half in EAT. So let's just do a recap. So yeah, we got in this stock because this stock rose like $3 yesterday from 21.31 all the way to 23.23. Then this morning, and it started dropping, making lower highs, lower lows. This morning it plummeted. It is shortable, but when we saw that it popped back up, and I got a nice profit from that, I started seeing this pattern forming, and this is my pop and drop. Now, to be honest, I thought this was gonna be the pop. So we were safe to get in. However, you know, you can't be sure about what these things do. But this was a prominent flag here. And so then it came down and it went up. So the pop came afterwards. Now the drop came. Then it is still dropping. 21.90 now. We could have stayed, but it doesn't matter. We're up $119, even though it took us an hour and a half. So sometimes it takes us 12 minutes. Sometimes it takes us over an hour. Sometimes it takes us all day. So yeah, we saw that flag, beautiful pattern here. Even though eat is a very strong pattern, I have been watching it. I've been training it almost every day. This W pattern, it's a very strong stock. So I like that. And you know, you can get some good moves on it. Now, we used our technical analysis to tell us where to get out. And I had a line drawn up here. Think I figured out what the support and resistance was. That's why I drew my line there. I think I had put that there when I was doing my real trade. And when we saw that our support and resistance was all the way down here, VWAP, Fibonacci was down here, we set our exit there. And when you have three technical analysis telling you, hey, this is a good spot, take it as given. All right, so I'm going to call this one done for the day, and I will catch you tomorrow. Please ring that notification bell, like and subscribe, and I'll catch you tomorrow. Take care, guys.